Alright, hi there folks, this is Tim with a Star Citizen stream tonight. And tonight I'm going to be looking back at the demo that they did at CitizenCon, which is their 4th annual kind of celebration of the people that back the development, essentially. They had a pretty nice demo at CitizenCon, and then also obviously I'm going to be doing some kind of general gameplay, much like you would have seen on previous live streams. So first things first, let's get you in the game. There we go. Okay. And Crusader and join. Alright. I may have to reset up my controller, I'm not sure. Hi, Andre, how are you? How'd you get here so quick every time? Do you have a notification on your phone or something? Like usually as soon as I start the stream you're saying hi. Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, I have notifications for a few people. Upload notifications, live streaming notifications, but very rarely use it. Usually I'm working or something. But it's useful to leave the upload notifications in my phone, and then usually when I'm not busy with something or when I'm eating or something like that, I'll play a video from YouTube. Did you watch the CitizenCon stream today? Okay. Yeah, I was going to go through it and maybe play it through. But there's some pretty cool stuff in it that I'm really quite excited about. It was really interesting actually viewing it with the Twitch chat open and everybody complaining about it being scripted, and essentially because people are idiots. So I was having a good laugh at the Twitch chat. Alright. It's been a while. And I think I'm at Grimhex, aren't I? I am indeed. Is this someone else? Or is that my shoulder? That's my shoulder. Okay. Oh, it's because I'm in a different suit. I changed my suit. Hi, Edmund. How are you? VC was great. I had to restream it myself. Jimmy's thing of using Restream, which is what I use to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, it didn't work for him, essentially. So I had to view the YouTube video and then restream it so that we could get that done. And I think it worked fairly well. I found out that that Facebook has a 4-hour limit, so I had to restart the stream. But the race itself was really interesting. I think Room 2 may have been a better actual race. Apart from the wrecks and the Code 80s, which shook the field up a little bit. There was a pretty, kind of dominant field for a while. Okay, so I'm relegated now to my standard RSI Aurora LN. That is the one that I upgraded to, right? Or did I lose that? Because I thought... Didn't I have an MR? Is that not the upgrade one? I thought I...
Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Or is this the right one? I'm not sure. I'll find out when I get out there if it's not... LN is the upgraded one. Okay, that's good. I was kind of confused. So yeah, this is my armor now, and as you guys probably know, it doesn't actually have any effect yet, but it looks cool. I may have to reset up my throttle. Because I had the T16000M that I was playing around with, and I'm now back using my Warthog. So
Takeoff complete.
oh no, I must have already done it.
Landing gear raised.
Okay, so I didn't set boost up yet. Anything else I didn't set up? Probably a lot of buttons I didn't bind properly yet. But key binding, I think, and advanced, and HUTAS, and then flight movement. I at least need boost. There we go, I think that's it. Wow, Aurora, that's a pretty pathetic boost. I've got so used to being in the faster ships. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is clear my criminal record, I think. Okay, so that means going to the security post.
Radar contact.
Hello again, Cadman Zoa. How are you?
Standby. Scanning. Stand by. Scanning.
So this guy's just kind of sat there.
Stand by. Scanning.
Is he just like killing people for no reason? Because that doesn't seem very nice.
Port shields damaged. Stand by. Port shields. Shields maxed. Stand by. Port shields. Shields maxed. Stand by. Port shields. Radar.
Really? Missiles? That doesn't seem very nice.
Stand by. Port shields.
I'm okay with it being a saber.
Shields maxed. Stand by.
I can respawn really quickly though, he can't.
Stand by. Port shields. Stand by. Scanning. System critical. System critical. Stand by. Port shields. System critical. System critical.
The boost on this ship is kind of pathetic.
Starboard shields damaged.
So should this guy have killed me by now? Because
System critical.
maybe he's just playing nice.
Shields maxed. High shields damaged. Front shields damaged. Stand by. Forward shields. System critical. Stand by. Forward shields. System critical. Stand by. Forward shields. System critical.
Do I only have one gun that's actually functioning? I guess he just knocked out my wing or an engine or something.
System critical. System critical. System critical. System critical.
Maybe he won't notice. Oh, I still had my gun in my hand. It's probably useful. Come on, hurry up. Okay, there we go. I think he called me a wussy. That's him, right? I don't quite see where his ship went. Gosh, this is taking a long time to get there, isn't it? Okay. I don't think I can see him anywhere. But he's probably here somewhere waiting for me to run into the building. This is an area that there are people that are coming here to essentially hack their criminal record, which is what I'm doing here. Because I want to get rid of my criminal record so that I can respawn somewhere else. But this is like a known PvP area, so basically you have to not get killed as well when you're here. Because there's people here trying to stop people changing their criminal records, and then there's people here that are here to do it like I am. So that's good, my criminal record is now clear. But I've never actually explored this station, so until someone actually kills me, I'm just going to take a walk around, I guess. So, similar to the other station, you have various locations to go to get to landing pads and things. So I'm on deck 1. I assume that goes outside. It's like a lounge area right here. There might actually be no other players here right now, because it's a 24-player max server, and they could all be off doing something else. Okay, that goes there too. So let's have a look at deck 2. You hear that? So someone is outside. This is an armory. You can replenish weapons. The hell is that? So what this is, apparently, is somewhere where you can see what airlocks have been tripped. And that gives you an idea, when you're inside, of when some other player is coming in to get you. Or coming in to be ambushed by you. So there's a lot of landing pads here, because that's landing pads on all 3 decks, I think. The hell is that? So Carrier, which is where I am, has not been cleared for habitation. The whole air filter system is going to need to be replaced, and that is going to take some time. Okay then. My gun has disappeared. And I now cannot fire because I'm just shooting with a hand. Excellent. This is where I came up, right? Yes, okay. So you see, I'm now fighting with a hand. I don't know if I can do anything to reload it. Why am I floating down the stairs? Hey, there we go. So someone just blew a ship up outside. Yeah, I've been like that in a few places that I've been to in this game. I've expected to get to have something jump out. You can hear there's some battling going on outside. I'm gonna go out and watch. It's probably a ship battle. see. I need to find an actual a way to get out. That's not a way to get out. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be any actual decks on any airlocks on deck 2, but there is on deck 1 and on decks 1 and 3. Someone else just come in here. I keep hearing the audio of an airlock being opened. Okay, where the hell are they? Yeah, stealing someone's ship is actually the only way that I'm going to get out of here, because my ship is travelling by itself and is now 160 kilometers away. So basically, I think I could commit suicide and then just respawn myself a ship, or I could wait here and steal one, like you're suggesting. Which... Okay. I hear a ship. I think there's literally the guy that I was fighting with earlier. I think he's literally patrolling this location and just blowing up everybody's ship. So that is another player right there, and he was shooting at something, so there must have been two. Oops, I'm in the light, aren't I? I've been in the shadow, but I don't think he would see me anyway. I'm pretty small. Okay, that's another ship just jumped into the area. I'm not sure I said hi to Oslander. I actually know you, so it's nice to see you here. I think I just answered your question or something. I don't think I actually said hi. I'm probably going to give it maybe another minute, and if I don't see someone coming into land, I'll commit suicide and see where I end up. Yeah, I'm going to give it up. Okay, I think it's Alt Backspace. There we go. It's been a really long time since I've actually played Star Citizen. Maybe 3 weeks or something, with all of the personal stuff going on. And then I had to catch up with the Elite Dangerous expedition.
Pilots stand clear of the engagement.
Okay, good. I'm back in Port Olizar. So the only other choice that I've ever heard someone actually doing to get back to kind of civilized space, Cadmanzoa, is to... Hang on, I actually need to bring that to the front because I can't see Twitch. There we go, done. The only other thing that I've ever heard of is typing in the chat, telling people where you are, and getting them to come and get you, like a rescue mission. Yeah, exactly.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently
C
being delivered to the launch platform.
CO1. That is this way. This way. Oh, little lock up there. Sounds like someone might be kind of messing around, crashing into other ships. And now he's being attacked by the police, I think.
Takeoff complete. Landing complete. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Okay. So I just have the one weapon, don't I? Oh, I wanted to go to my hangar and actually mess around with that a little bit. Yes, I'll go to my hangar. I want to try to fit some other weapons on my Aurora and see whether I can make it a little bit of a better ship. Right now I don't feel like it has enough firepower. So on a browser window I have the CitizenCon stream lined up to kind of replay the demo that they did. I don't know if any of you are interested in watching that with me, but I'd like to rewatch it later and just kind of take another look at it. Okay, so I'm going to spawn my ship. There we go. Okay, so what I need is to find out. So that's a Bulldog repeater. Okay, that's what I was firing with. And I have no weapon on this side. So I was hitting him with one Bulldog repeater? Seriously? Well, I have two fitted, but it only looked like one was firing. Okay. So what's this thing in the middle? Shouldn't I be able to fit weapons onto that thing in the middle? Maybe not, I guess. So those are weapons? Oh, those are missiles. Okay, I see. Oh, that's a Bulldog repeater as well. So do I have one on this side? No, I don't. A Badger repeater. Is a Badger more vicious than a Bulldog? I only have one of those. I may as well fit it. Hello, Dumbledore. How are you? Or Luradria. And I did see a paint thing here too. Currently equipped none, so I assume this is the default skin for this Aurora model. There should be two Bulldogs on the top. How would I get to the top? Left and right of cockpit. Like here? I don't see any little blue blue dots. If that's supposed to be a mounting point and this is supposed to be a mounting point, then it's not letting me use those. Okay, so 07 is a small one, 117 is a size larger. So I'll have a slightly larger gun here than everywhere else. Okay. So, so this will be persistent. If I now go back to the universe, this will be the ship that spawns with these weapons, right? Do I need to do anything special? Or will it just save it now for me? It's pretty bright. Okay. It'll stay persistent. Okay, I'll trust you with that. And universe. Join. Okay. And then I might need you guys in the chat to remind me how to set up fire groups as well, because I don't remember. It's been far too long. I can't believe I've been streaming for 41 minutes already. The time just flies when you're messing around in Star Citizen. I don't know if it is useful, Cadman Zoa, with you having access to the game, but I do have a Star Citizen playlist, and if you look in there, there are Star Citizen rookie live streams, and there are ones that have highlight or highlights in the name. Those are an edited down version of me first getting back into the game and learning everything and stuff like that. And people like, well, everybody that's in the chat right now essentially answered all of my questions, helped me out a lot, and I feel like I probably got tripped up and had the questions that you'll probably have too. So maybe watching those will help if you have the time to do it when you don't want to play yourself. You can probably find out a lot that way. Plus, there are various videos where I pilot other ships too that I don't actually own because they were letting us test them. Which way am I going? This way. So you'll get to see some ships that you probably don't have access to right now. So let's check my weapons have actually stuck. No, they didn't. Damn it. I'll try it right now then. Oh, it says it's on there. The hell does that... What the hell's it doing? So is it actually on there and it's just not visible? Maybe? Stupid use icon. Come on, give me a use. Use. Oh, really? So if I've exited a server that I was in, then the changes were only in that server. Damn it. Okay, so can you guys remind me how to do fire groups? I seem to remember it was something like Control Z or something like that. Control Z, maybe? No. Z, oh, just Z, and then F3. And then F3. Okay. So how do I zoom on the panel? And Q and E, okay. Oh, there we go. So then F3. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be wanting to play with me. Nope. Okay, how do I unzoom? Okay, like that. Hmm. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Looks like one weapon is... Yeah, I only see one kind of listed there on the left-hand side. Maybe if I exit and go and watch the CitizenCon video, when I come back in, it'll have shared my hanger fitting to the other servers by then. Okay, so I don't know if this is okay to do this, but whatever. If they complain about it, I'll just take the video down. So I'm going to watch the Gamescom stream and basically kind of look at it. Okay, so what you're going to see in this demo is completely new terrain systems, seamlessly supports spherical terrain at a planetary scale. What that means is that basically if you see a mountain in the distance, you can walk to the mountain and climb up the mountain. It's not like a horizon texture that you know, you would never be able to get to. Runtime generation. I'm not sure I necessarily believe that. They might be hiding the generation within some other kind of loading mechanism. But yeah, I mean, what that basically means is that you shouldn't notice loading of the planet. Unrestricted view distance. So that basically means if you drag that slider for view distance all the way to the right, you should literally be able to see something which is hundreds of miles away if the lighting conditions are right and stuff like that. Artist driven and procedurally enhanced ecosystems, and what you'll see there is that they think that with the procedural generation that they're using, like basically if they kind of hold the mouse down and kind of brush it over an area, it'll automatically procedurally generate randomly different trees and kind of place them slightly differently, have different limbs and stuff like that, all kind of procedurally different, I guess. And then they actually showed some of that, I think, after the actual demo. And then handcrafted missions supplemented by algorithmic content. So that basically means, like in Elite Dangerous right now, you might have a mission to take a package from A to B. And on the journey somewhere, you might get attacked by someone that doesn't like the faction that you took the job from. And that's an automatically created mission that Frontier had nothing to do with manually creating. So that would be an algorithmic content mission. But they'll also have handcrafted missions on certain planets, or that they've specifically set up, you know, things for you to do on a particular type of planet, like a particular type of weather. Maybe they might have a situation where you go and you help people that are in the desert dying of dehydration, or you know, whatever like that, and those would be partially algorithmic. But then you'll also have literally handcrafted missions where there's a specific character of some kind that you have to go and do whatever with, or kill, or rescue, or whatever. So I'm going to shut up and start talking. Now, the Twitch stream at least, did actually die twice during the actual demo. So it looks like we have about kind of 11 to 12 minutes on this video. Then I'll switch to this one, which was another 5 or 6 minutes, and then this one the video actually stayed live, so you'll see the rest of the demo. I might talk a little bit over the top of it. So does Chris Roberts. So if you hear someone that sounds different to me, that's who it is. I think I have to.
Sort of stumble across,
There we go.
or AI are doing things, and we showed in Gamescom sort of an example of coming across a space wreck. You have to retrieve a black box from a destroyed Starfarer. And what we're
Please do
planning to
say what
is
you
have
think
sort
in
of
the
a
chat.
combination of sort of the simpler missions, which are mostly generated, like, oh well, this location needs this kind of mineral, so they're creating a job for someone to bring it to them, or go and fight the pirates that are getting in the way of the trade lanes. And then there's the sort of more in-depth stuff, which we sort of showed with the Miles Eckhart mission in the Gamescom demo. And what we're showing here is sort of the version of that was more planetary focused, where we build different building blocks and players could come across it and do it. To have a rich living world that they're going to adventure around. And so that's sort of the missions that sort of have these scripted blocks that sort of can procedurally sort of connect to each other and have maybe different situations or outcomes depending what's happening. And that's something that Todd Pappy, who's not here today, who's our design director, and Tony are very big on, and I think it's going to be really cool. So having said that, we are going to go to the demo. I don't think, let me see if there's a...
It starts
screen
pretty
here or
soon,
not.
at like 2 minutes.
What's the next screen? Let's go
Or
down.
2 hours,
Let's
11 minutes.
let's go down, and we will start the demo. This is all 100% live, in the engine, in real time. Let's go.
It is all in engine, and it's actual gameplay, but it's very scripted. Like, literally, he knows to go from A to B. If he veered and maybe tried to use Object C, the game might crash, literally. So basically they've just tested a single path that the person that's playing is literally going to follow. This is pretty normal for game demos of this kind. And you can see the frame rate up at the top right. That's something to make note of as well. Just going to lower my detail level on the video just slightly. I think I'll go to 720, 60. No, there's no planets currently, no. You'll notice you actually heard birds there too. Or what sounded like birds. There you go, now you can see the frame rate, sorry about that.
They missed it. He actually says, hello, Citizen Car, but you guys are all laughing when you saw the guy.
Yeah, basically right now you can go to Arc Corp, which is a planet, but you can just basically run around a city, so you get an idea of what it's going to be like. But you currently cannot do planetary landings like this. It's coming in version 3.0 in some form. And the different terrain types that you can see and things like that. It's really cool. There's deserts, landscapes, there's snow. The mountains look great. You can see clouds. The lighting all looks fantastic.
Right. Here we are in our constellation Aquila. Contrails. So we're heading towards the distress beacon. So the idea with this would be that, you know, you potentially could get a mission where you get a distress beacon and you're going to find out on, you know, in this particular case, this planet. So we're heading towards it.
And essentially it looks like the frame rate stays at least kind of 60 frames a second. I think there's a drop to about 40 once or twice.
Right, so I think,
but it's pretty consistent.
But one of the key gameplay things you want to do on, because obviously the planetary text is going to allow us to have a whole bunch of play areas we don't normally have, is to encourage players not to always, you know, maybe you can't always fly there, maybe you have to get out and use your rover, for instance, which you have in it. Fine, let's go find a landing zone that's on the edge of the desert plain.
So I think what he's saying there is that basically there was an area of turbulence or something maybe that stopped him from being able to actually go to the signal directly and literally land kind of next to it. He's going to have to land somewhere else that's safe to land and then transport himself to the signal.
You know, it's a little compression there. We've been working on that thing for the... I know it's a small thing, but I always want to have the landing gear compressed when you land.
So you'll notice that in this later version there's like use elevator instead of use and stuff like that, so you'll actually see what it is that you're doing. Because right now you accidentally select the wrong thing because it only says use.
Alright, let's get us out. Let's be nice and tidy, close the locker up, and then grab our gun just in case there's some hostiles out there. I mean, but this is kind of an example, like for instance, you shouldn't be able to sort of sit in heavy armor flying a ship. Maybe you're in your flight suit and then you go and equip your armor or your EVA suit when you need to go outside and do stuff. And so you sort of want to make it quite immersive and have different reasons to be equipping and using different stuff. So if you notice, this is the actor that we had that was in People to Planet. He's actually in Squadron 42. He plays a character called Joachim Steiger. So let's go and see the distress beacons about almost 3 kilometers away over there. We get our scope out. Alright, so let's figure out how to get there since we can't fly.
You'll notice too, when he's looking towards an area that is really in the distance and he uses his scope on his gun too, that's when the frame rate drops. So the more detail that it's having to draw at a larger distance, that's when they're having the frame rate issues currently.
So we are now doing this in game, in real time. Awesome. Alright.
Now it looks like to me like they've saved some resources by making the physical model less detailed than the visual one. You'll notice in a few areas throughout this demo that an object will sit slightly above the world sometimes or slightly below it, like by maybe half a foot in kind of real measurements. And I think that's how they're, making it this detailed. A lot of racing sims do the same thing. They'll have a different physical model to the visual one, and it allows them to use a lot less resources.
Yeah, unlike, I mean, all those mountains we see, if we have the time, we don't here, but I'm sure when you guys get on Croc Planets V2, there'll be lots of videos where people walk all the way around the planet, or they go to the mountain they see in the distance, because that is not a skybox, that is actually the proper mountain geometry that's all there, everywhere. And that's actually the liberating thing with this tech, is when you build a planet on a planetary scale at this level of detail, and of course you can see up close that it looks like what you see in Battlefield 1, for instance, in the desert, there, sort of flowering.
Alright, that was where the first stream crapped out on us, and everybody in chat went wild. It was really funny. This is where it came back on again, obviously. That's a wreck that he's found.
Looks like someone didn't heed the atmospheric unsafe flight warning.
Huh, so he might be saying there that you'll find wrecks where there are areas of turbulence. You know how he got that warning when he was coming in? If you don't pay attention to that, maybe you'll end up as like actually crashing.
Here, you can sort of see where we came from, about 2.5 kilometers back there. And so we're heading past this rock out, this sort of canyon walls to head to the distress beacon.
And you'll see we've just gone from a rocky area and we're now moving into more of a sandy kind of terrain.
Check out something else we had here, a little bit of breadcrumbs.
Yes, I can do. I can do that later. Just remind me, please.
Wonder where that came from. All right, let's carry on.
That kind of looked like a grave.
Head that way to get to the distress beacon.
Somebody buried under that rock. Show you guys the frame rate again up at the top right. Trigger cutscenes like this are totally doable. I know a lot of people think that this is something that makes it like it was pre-rendered or anything like that, but you see cutscenes like this all the time in every other game. So I don't understand why people would think that it's not real. And as I was saying earlier, if you look at the bodies, they're not actually lying on the floor yet. They're about half a foot above the floor. And I think that's because the terrain, not the rocks that are built up on it, but the
I know
actual
the music changing here is all
land.
part of the dynamic music logic system. So
The actual land is a
it'll
simplistic
start to calm
physical
down now that
model,
the combat's over.
or a slightly
Right,
more
so
simplistic.
well, we lost our rover. That's not so good.
So there's like a house on the right hand side, make sure you check that out. And this looks like at least part of a ship.
That was a trap.
Okay, so what he's saying is that this is a scripted mission where this was a trap.
Let's see what we got around here.
You know, people would have to land where they landed. They would have to go through the ambush spot and then come here. So basically, those sand people
Conveniently, some
were setting people
sand
up.
nomad dragonflies.
And if you look very closely at the player shadow, you can tell he's walking about half a foot above the surface when he's on the terrain as well.
About our shot moment. Here we go. Alright, we got one. We got another distress speaker we've linked to, so let's go look for that. And remember, we came all the way down from planet all the way down here, and we're down driving around in this level of detail. So that's kind of a big testimony to what the Proc Planet V2 stuff does and the tools.
Okay, and that was the end of that one. Cue everybody going nuts in chat. And you can see obviously different kinds of plants, shrubs, grasses, things like that that are starting to come in. And you can actually see a sandstorm directly ahead that he hasn't mentioned yet. There's an oasis on the left and some water, but there's a sandstorm, that big cloudy area that's on the left of the screen now. Keep an eye on that as well.
Alright, so one more escape pod, which we linked to when we activated the other escape pod speaker. So Vince, by the way, Vince is our lead QA in Los Angeles, is a much better pilot than me. So you should give him your appreciation, otherwise you'd have me crashing into things.
Okay, so we have another couple of bits of ship.
Alright, escape pods, location heavy class.
looks like there's some kind of blue crystals of some kind.
Yeah, and if you see up there, that's the space station. And if you look closer, you can actually see the rings slowly rotate. But that is the space station we flew past on the way down. And that's kind of what the sort of tech and the 64-bit precision for positional space gives you. We just can have this dynamic range of scale that I don't think any other game has. So all this up-close detail at this level, at as high-quality first-person as you see in any other game, but on a global or a planetary or even star system scale.
He's right. I'm not aware of any other game
So Orpheus, Horizon,
that
Black Box so
has done some of the things they have.
The two pods triangulated to where the Black Box of the Orpheus Horizon is, which is the crashed spaceship. But hopefully we'll find it.
That sandstorm seems to be getting closer.
Vince is undeterred by the impending sandstorm. But seriously, the sandstorm's an example of we want to have dynamic weather on the procedural planets, and we're working to have sort of a dynamic procedural weather system, and things like sandstorms, hurricanes, various weather systems are all things that will model onto the planets that will
keep your eyes open.
Sort of drama and challenges for when you're adventuring and playing around.
You may see some alien life
Check out what a piece of wreckage is.
at some point soon.
Like off in the distance, there's maybe the Orpheus Horizon. What's that? Hang on a sec. Oh! Maybe dangerous out in the desert, who knows? That looks like the Orpheus Horizon and desert. But we're just gonna do it! And go out there.
He seems way too familiar with these memes.
That whole speech.
Yeah, this is very Dune, absolutely. As long as I get to kill the Baron Harkonnen, I can deal with that.
There.
Like I said, just to remind you, this is all very scripted. He's supposed to take the path he's taking. They know what's going to happen when he gets there. They've made things come up at a certain time. It's a demo.
Right. So we showed you a crashed Starfarer. This is a crashed Javelin.
But the fact that they've got this far is amazing.
Pop off here.
Even if this was an enclosed
Still
area
about 200 meters away.
and not a procedural planet.
Check out where we're going. Sure if there's any. Nope. Let's see. Hang on a second. Looks like there's a sad nomad. So should we shoot him?
Sand Nomad with a 10 feet patrol area.
Oh, nice shot, man.
Yeah, I mean, as far as showing a demo, getting people to put more money into the
Vince
game,
got cocky. He's on the
fantastic
move,
job
too.
by the RSI guys. Absolutely.
Right.
Fantastic demo. And I'm 100% convinced that this is in-engine, exactly like they say. You have the little things that they would have fixed if it wasn't, such as the dead body floating about half a foot off the ground to the right-hand side of him. You know. Let's see, how do I pause? Okay, there's something later that I want to pause it on, so I'm going to do that. Just going to give you the frame rate back at the top right.
1 second. Should we sneak up behind him? Right. I guess he's watching the incoming sandstorm.
You notice the lightning strikes within the sandstorm as well, and that was a knife takedown, which is the first time that that's been seen.
Let's get out of here. Shit. Come on. Hurry up, Vince. Alright, go quick. Fucking jump.
Super Cyber Striker, yes, on the Star Citizen Twitch. That's what I'm actually playing from right now. Twitch.tv/Star Citizen.
Passed. Alright, that's not good. We just lost our way in. Alright, let's see here.
So yeah, all of those loose bits that were laid out making a bridge, they all blew away.
Alright. That's where the black box will be. So let's see if let's find a way out.
Well, they did say earlier that if you take your ship out under certain circumstances, they kind of insinuated that it would lead to you crashing your ship if you were in turbulence and things like that. So if you go out in a storm, I've got to assume that something's going to happen to you. Luckily this bridge didn't blow away, huh? It wouldn't have made their demo work if it did. You can see the God rays there with the dust falling down. All of the little details that if you watch this 100 times you'll still see additional details. This is very Star Wars 7 feeling, as well as kind of a mixture of Dune in there too. Or June, depending on how you pronounce it. Another cutscene coming up.
Maybe that's not such a good idea.
Okay, so that was a little bit of a screwed up ending. You'll see they went to the console. Alright, and you can tell that they kind of screwed up there a little bit. Like you can see the dragonfly icon there. You can see the rover icon, which was obviously destroyed by the ambush, and it like zooms out. But the sound you can hear is still the worm. So you're actually seeing a bug like live on their live stream. And if you looked on the right hand side there, you could see like little water droplets. I think that was supposed to be his saliva, and it cut out at the wrong time with the zoom out effect. So this was an actual bug, and totally, in my opinion, guarantees that it was 100% live demo. Because the first time the worm actually disappeared too.
How did it? Okay, that's the first time it's ever done that. But you get to see the pull-out twice now.
So this was the proper pullout. You should have seen the worm there the whole time that it zoomed out previously, but the previous zoom out, the worm disappeared. Shirelude. Alright, so just let me go back to that again, because there was the console came up. I just want to see what it said. So, no, a little bit earlier. Okay, here, you see that? So, map, CitizenCon Homestead. So this is the console that came up. And the spit, like you can see the droplets and things all over the place. And it actually disappears. So when it's supposed to start zooming out, the sound goes away, the worm disappears, and it starts zooming out. So that was a buggy episode. And Chris was probably just going to accept that as being the way that the demo ended. And then it looped around, and he had to obviously explain that it had happened. Like you saw the spit actually on the side of the planet there, and then you see it go back to that animation. And the player is in the position that he was when it last pulled out as well. So there's all of these things that tie into the previous loop and this loop that make me think that they're two completely independent things, and that it was 100% live and it was just a bug. So yeah. The only other thing that I wanted to show that I thought was really cool, they showed their procedural development tools, and
is just kind of show the scale, because the scale God complex when you're looking at this kind of stuff.
So look at this. I mean, they use procedural
so
generation, but they do it manually.
And,
so
do a little bit of work.
Okay. Yeah, here you go. You can see him changing the elevation here by literally dragging over. So that's really, really, really cool. And then he can drag over different types of terrain. So now he's adding hills, mountains, etc. You can see actually the icon. It says kind of plateau and stuff like that, depending on what he's hovering over. So yeah, you can see the snow-capped mountains, they automatically come in because it knows that that's the right environment to have them once he makes the changes. You know, so that's very, very cool. And then I want to show when they placed some water here. His camera is actually tilted, so the water is actually level. You can see on the XYZ there that the water is actually level. And it just fills in the space perfectly for them. And then he's going to place some trees, I think, or rocks after this. Okay, so he's just spawning an object. But you can see how quickly these guys can just make a planet. It's like very, very, very impressive. Okay, trees coming next, I think. There you go. Look at that. Just instant. So yeah, he's doing it with rocks now. You can see it's kind of they're slightly differently placed, rotated, upright, or laid down. And they can just add more variations to make it, you know, obviously even better than it is already. And I think they're going to do a video on the tools at some point in the future. And here you can see they're creating life and just basically placing them where they want them, which is obviously what they did with the worms. And then now he's just spawned a ship there. You saw that, right? So let me bring the audio back up. This guy was a bit of a loud talker, so I'll not give you a too loud audio, hopefully.
A lot of game levels. The thing is that you're in a skybox. Like, what is so hard to wrap your head around is that that's not a skybox. That's actual atmosphere scattering that's happening. The sky is blue because the light scatters, right? So let's just kind of prove that to you. Those little sprites in the sky, they're not really sprites. Those are other planets.
Okay, so he's going to
So let's see if
preview
we can
here
one of those.
and actually take you somewhere else. And there's some huge
One of the other cool
teasers,
things, anyways,
I
just
think,
about our editor
coming
in
up.
general, you saw that while he's developing, he can actually just jump in and start actually playing the game directly from it. It's a super powerful tool. You won't iterate too much on stuff. If you have to shut down, take 5 minutes to reload some other executable, then you come back to your editor. Being able to just minutely change thing after thing after thing and jump in and try it again and jump in and try it again and jump in and try it again gives you really polished content.
Fantastic lighting already.
So there's one reason I'm standing here talking about it and Simon's flying. He's a very, very good pilot, and I think we're about to showcase this, no pressure. So that's not a sprite. Let's go.
I think they need to work a little bit on that transition. But
All right.
look at this.
So a little bit of a different looking planet here.
The sun just popped on the right-hand
this is kind
side,
of
which
showing
showed
off
me
a
that
little
it was
more of the
live.
exotic ecosystem that we can do, and we barely just scratched the surface on how far we can really take the exotic bits. These are sulfur lakes. This place probably just stinks. I mean, it's super hot. The sunset, though, that you can see again with the atmosphere scattering, we get this for free. Not for free. I mean, somebody worked very, very hard on it, Carson Wenzel. but in terms of actually running in the game, when the sun comes down on the horizon, yeah, we're going to get that scattering. We get natural day-night cycles because, well, the planet's rotating. So you see they're doing a bit of mining here, but he's brave. All right.
He probably had indestructible mode on, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, he almost blacked out. We're all done. There's no pressure. But we really wanted to show you, again, like, without having too big of a demo put around it, we wanted to show you how we kind of, level design jazz, Simon called it earlier. Just something a little bit...
That was a pretty cool tease. Oh, sorry, I
it's an
muted the
interesting
audio
ship
there by
there.
mistake.
All right. So we've given away way too much already. They want me to get off. I know it. I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
So yeah, that was a big tease, showing, I think, the Idris, right? Is that right, guys? Yes, Andre, thanks. And I think that's pretty much it. They had a cake and basically Chris sang, which I have to play a little bit of Chris singing because it sounded like my wife singing. And I was laughing at it with my wife. Okay, he just took his microphone off, so... Okay, here it comes, I'm sure. Oh, that was the end of it. Okay, okay. Seriously, it sounded just like my wife. Voice of an angel. Okay, yeah, I actually really found that funny. Okay. Let me just open this up here. Get my Star Citizen back going. And launch. Okay. Alright, so what did I think of that? Well, I think that was absolutely amazing. Seriously, I very, very, very impressed, but I feel like I've been sensing this for at least a month and a half since my second or third live stream that I did with Star Citizen, pretty much. Let's see. I can see a couple of people online. I think that is Jack and that's Laudria. You're both online to me. So yeah, I felt like this was coming. You know, I've been saying that, you know, as an Elite Dangerous fan and as a person that played Elite in the past, I feel like almost disappointed now because I think it's dawning on me that Star Citizen might get there first with the features that I really care deeply about with a space game. You know, it's like, you know, kind of bringing up a kid and then, you know, just kind of finding out that they're not as good as another kid at something. You know, I played through all the Wing Commander series. I actually said this on a stream 2 nights ago, I think. But I played through all of the Wing Commander series, Star Lancer, etc., etc., and loved them, but I only played them once. Elite 2 on my Amiga 600 that I still have, I played from 1993 until 2013. So I played that a long time. And there's a little bit of me that is a little bit upset that Star Citizen might be the one that ends up with all of the cool features that I wanted Elite to have first. It's like picking a favorite child. I hope that kind of comes across as understandable, but it's kind of personal, emotional investment, I guess, in a video game. And it's going to load at some point, I assume. Alright, so I'm in the server now, right? So if I go to my hangar, make changes, and then just come back into the game, that should give me my weapon loadout, right? So go to hangar. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Star Citizen, fairly solidly for almost 2 months, really, and I still don't have most of the keys and buttons and things bound because I haven't really used them yet, and it is a very kind of complex thing to come into as a total rookie for sure. So are my weapons still loaded here in the hangar? They are. Fantastic. Okay. So, how do I get out of here then? I have to exit to the menu, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. Well, maybe my settings have actually propagated to the universe now anyway. Let's try that again. So hopefully my weapons will spawn with me. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like tomorrow, like when I have kind of 20 minutes spare, or whenever they upload the demo to YouTube or whatever, I feel like I'm going to have to watch that demo over and over and over again, and just keep looking in different areas of the screen, and just keep trying to spot everything that. Because I've watched it now only maybe 3 times, and I've seen something new every single time. Like the sandstorm, for example. The first time I watched it, I only noticed it when Chris said. But this last time I watched it, I noticed that you could see it from way earlier, and that's exactly how it should be. If it's like he's saying, you should be able to see it the whole way that you would actually be able to see it in real life. Okay, so I see Meridian Industries there. That's you guys, right?
Welcome to the Port Olisar shift deck. Please press the screen to continue. Selection confirmed. Your
DO1.
ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Yay, my weapon spawned. So I just had to wait longer then, essentially. That's good. Yeah, it's 1:30 a.m. here. I have to be up at least 7:30, so I'm not going to be too late tonight, I don't think.
Stand by. Scanning. Takeoff complete. Landing complete.
Okay, so I see all the weapons now listed over here. That's good.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised. Stand by. Scanning.
So I'm going to find somewhere to go. Let's actually find one that is down. Okay, 126. That's directly in front. That's one that needs repair. So let's go. The hell am I doing? F, that's what I meant to press. I seriously need to bind a lot of these keys onto my joystick. Oh, you saw me. Okay.
Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning. Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning.
Pirates. Okay.
Stand by. Scanning. Radar contact. Radar contact.
Okay, so they all fire to the same point. I'm okay with that. Alright. What the hell is he doing? Staying very close to the station. Okay.
Shields damaged.
Oh, I see Turbo Wolf. I think Turbo Wolf is Jack in the chat, right? I need to change the fire groups. Okay, so the Aurora is a lot better when you're firing more than one gun. Is the audio balance okay? Star Citizen seems pretty loud.
Stand by. Scanning. Radar contact. Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning. Enemy down.
Well, there's another one.
Stand by. 4 shields. Stand by. 4 shields. Enemy down.
Yeah, I need to change the fire groups because currently I can't do lateral thrusting. So how would I change fire groups, guys? Can you
Shields max.
help me with that one? I'm going to press Z, and then try zooming. Okay, I see 1 and 1 there, and then 2 and 2. What was it, F3? So if I click there, no. Okay. There we go. So I'm trying to click and it's not working. Is there anything I'm doing wrong there? No? Okay. What if I press 3, 2, 1? No? Any ideas, chat guys? Oh, hang on. Someone's telling me in the chat. Oh, I need to press F3, zoom out. Okay. Where are we? Okay, so how do I scroll? How do I scroll the chat up? I can't scroll the chat up to see what you said. Let's have a look. Options. Key binding. Would that give me it, the UI cursor? So modifier 2 and /. So, no. Press Z, hold Z. Oh. Oh. Aha! Thank you so much. Okay. Thanks, guys. I don't know if that guy was actually trying to answer me or not, but it worked. Okay, so, haha. Okay, 625.
Stand by, scanning. Stand by, scanning.
625 is around here. Oh, I need to remove my dead zones too, because I got a new joystick that does not have issues. Flight movement, maybe, I think. Flight movement, okay. And that one, okay. Is that even a dead zone or not? I literally want to try none and see what happens. Haha, I have a perfectly responsive joystick that actually goes straight. Haha, fantastic. Gonna have to get used to this. It's extremely responsive. Okay, I actually need a little bit of dead zone because I'm not leaving it in the center. Control options. These control menus, like, they seem so complicated, but they're actually really useful. I like that they're there. Alright, so exit. No, I've just got used to kind of skipping over the dead zone. So much so that the joystick feels more responsive simply from the fact that it responds instant to movement. Okay, come on, pilots.
Stand by. Scanning. Radar contact.
You know what's good for you. You'll
Stand
stay
by.
out of
Scanning.
this. Taking shots a lot more seriously than I would have thought. Big mistake.
System critical.
Overheating, I
Starboard
guess.
shields damaged. Stand by. Forward shields. System critical. Enemy down.
Oof, that was a cool explosion.
Stand by. Forward shields.
Engine shots to run.
System critical. System critical.
Yeah, it'll probably take me a day or so to get used to the responsiveness, but it is actually what I want.
Messed up now, Scav.
I'm actually way more accurate when I'm like strafing than when I'm trying to fly straight towards them.
System critical. System
He's talking about the curve of the controller. Basically, you can adjust the curve so that it's more responsive in the center or less responsive in the center, and then obviously vice versa, kind of anywhere else. There's a lot of controller options in Star Citizen that are very cool.
System critical. System critical.
Throwing down against no one tells is never a good idea. I'm gonna show you.
System critical. System critical. System critical. Enemy down. System critical.
Alright, well I mean, you know, it's not a freelancer, you know, which felt pretty damn invincible. The responsiveness. I might actually need to adjust the curve. It's been so long since I've actually had a new stick. If you watched previous ones, you'll know I had a T16000M, but it had just started to lose its center, so it would like drift. And
Critical.
so I added like a dead zone so that it wouldn't do anything until I moved it like 5% right or left. So now it's just the fact that it's responding the way it is. It's a shock. Can't cope with the responsiveness. Ouch. Okay, I see there's someone watching on Twitch. Just so you know, I do stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So if you hear me answering questions, that's because I'm answering people on YouTube.
Stand by for shields.
So, Cadman Zoa, if you don't know about like missions and things like that, do you? Have you been playing long enough to know that? It's one of the most important things that people like Domeldell actually kind of taught me. Okay, definitely need some tweaks. Okay, so edit curve.
Collision alert. Port shields max. Shields max. Stand by for shields.
Okay. So, just drag them. Ew, that's really not what I want. Okay. Oh, what the hell am I doing? I thought I was adding a dead zone up there, and I'm not, am I? Okay. Idiot. I'm in the wrong area. So, I actually think I want about 1 then, for this. Yeah. Pretty sure. Did that save or not? Yeah. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Okay. Did someone crash into me? I now have pretty serious damage. Alright. Probably don't have time before I end the stream to do much else, so I'm just going to go fight a few pirates and obviously get some more experience with my joystick. Unless they give us a free ship to kind of mess around in, I'm going to be stuck in the Aurora for a while, I think.
Stand by. Scanning.
So I may as well
Stand by. Scanning. Radar.
May as well get used to it. Fly by. Okay, let's go. Okay, out of range. Yeah, my ability to track targets is pretty good, I think, with this setup. Where did the other one go? Did the other one run away? Is there a most wanted guy or not? No. I wonder if I can get some PvP from... I kind of want to test the Aurora in PvP, not in against the NPCs.
Scanning.
Let's try this.
Radar contact. Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning. Stand by. Scanning.
I think I still only have the same amount of referrals. there are people kind of registering under or at Robert Space Industries using my link, but they're not actually buying. Uh, so whatever.
Stand by.
Ah, okay. I guess that's how he does combat. Alrighty.
Welcome to the Fort Arlington ship deck. Please press the
Oh, I have to wait. Oh no, don't. I'll pay it.
selection confirmed.
D01.
Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
I hope that the chat, the in-game chat, doesn't kind of turn into EVE Online with kind of recruitment links all the time. I don't mind it occasionally, but for some reason this server I feel like I've just been seeing links constantly. Huh, and Domeldell's just said the same thing in the in-game chat. Hi, Nimrod, how are you?
Landing complete. Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. Takeoff complete.
You are 17 kilometers away from me, Domeldell. Okay, there we go.
Stand by. Scanning.
Oh yeah, how do I get the full range of throttle? Because right now, I had it before, and I don't remember how the hell I set it. Like, right now, if I have my throttle fully forward, I have 100% throttle. Fully backwards, I have 0%. What I want is 0% to be kind of mid-range. So I have full range of throttle, like 100% backwards or 100% forwards. I guess I could go try and find that, but I need that really to reverse in combat, I think. Oh, wrong one. Should be under here, and then advanced. And then HOTAS. And then flight movement. And then throttle up, down. That's absolute. If I change it to relative, does that'll give me full range, right? So it's but if it's the same axis. So if I set strafe, oh, I see, strafe forwards, backwards, that'll be okay. Got you. Thank you very much. So does that remove it for me or not? It doesn't. Okay. See if that works. Apart from the fact that I have it the wrong way around, that works perfectly. Options again. Looks like reversing is a lot slower though. Oh, that's fine.
Stand by. Scanning.
Keybind advanced. And HOTAS. And where am I? Movement. And I hate how slow this menu is. Okay. I can't remember which way I put it previously. Why is it being weird? So I pushed it forward. Now it's got forwards as backwards again. Grr.
Stand by. Scanning. Stand by. Scanning.
Did I miss it? Where the hell did strafe forwards backwards go? Oh, I'm on keyboard mouse. Okay, it's getting late. I'm acting like an idiot. 1:58 a.m. Yeah. There we go. So now if I move this
Stand by.
backwards... Okay, hopefully that's the right way around now. No, it's still the wrong way around. Ah! So I have to slowly keep moving it?
Stand by. Scanning.
What the hell am I going in there for? Flight movement. Okay. Okay.
Stand by. Scanning.
One more time. I hate that the mouse wheel doesn't work right there. Okay. No, still the wrong way around. Go to control options, then scroll down to flight, strafe, forwards, backwards, select invert to yes. Huh. So it can only actually bind it in one direction. Got it. Thank you very much to Nimrod77 for the helpful advice that stopped me spending a really long time. And invert, I guess this is invert, right? Change that to yes. No, it's still the same.
Stand by. Scanning.
Still doing the same thing. Control options, HOTAS, straight forwards, backwards, yes.
Stand by. Scanning.
Hmm. So yeah, that doesn't work, does it? For some reason.
Stand by. Scanning. Collision alert. Clear. Stand by for shields.
It's typical, someone crashes into me. It should invert if you have forward, back, strafe,
Stand
bound.
by for shields. Stand by. Scanning.
Press to lock. The hell does that mean?
Shields max. Stand by for shields.
Yeah, I'm
Stand by.
still going the opposite way. I think so. Control options. Rotate joystick, forwards, backwards, yes. If I change it to no, then it's still the same. It's literally not inverting it at all.
Stand by. Scanning.
What does, what's the difference? Let's see. So if I strafe forward with this, hang on, where's it getting that other axis from? So Z input, let's see what that's doing by itself. Now that's backwards. Oh dear.
Stand by. Scanning.
I'm using a Warthog throttle and a T16000M stick. But it looked like it was picking up two different axes that I'm a little bit surprised about. But the Warthog throttle does have two different axes that are actually on the throttle. Maybe if I unlock them from each other and then just move one, and then it'll just pick up one. Where am I?
Stand by. Scanning. Radar contact. Radar contact.
Okay, where the hell am I? Strafe forward, okay. Okay, and if I strafe back, let's see.
Stand by. Scanning.
Okay. Now it won't let me unbind that. Okay. Okay, so
Stand by. Scanning. Stand by. Scanning.
It's super annoying though, like it has the right axis in there, it's doing it, it's just the wrong damn way around. It's totally confusing the hell out of me, really, why it would do that. I wonder if you have to do it... I wonder. I'll flip both of them too, you know, just for the hell of it. Oops. No. That's annoying. So, I can try and figure that out tomorrow, I guess. And, there's Dumbledore. This is his constellation.
Scanning.
Oops, I'm going the wrong way because my throttle's backwards. Okay, right. Well, anyway, I'll try and sort that out tomorrow. I'll boot up the game and try to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong with the throttle there. But in the meantime, thanks very much for watching, everybody. I've really enjoyed kind of going through that CitizenCon presentation again. I think they did a fantastic job there, and pretty excited about where the game's going, of course. It's 2 AM here. I have to be up in 5.5 hours. So, yeah, if the kids let me sleep that long. Please subscribe or follow if you want to catch up with me in the future. If you're new to Star Citizen, which some of you might be, considering CitizenCon and the presentation and everything was today, if you check out my channel on YouTube, you'll see a Star Citizen playlist. Now, for each time when I was learning the game, which was 2 months ago, I basically got back into the game having not played it since right at the beginning. I actually was a complete rookie, so if you're a complete rookie, I think those early streams will probably help a lot of you to make a purchase choice, even, you know, if you want to buy the game or you don't. It's something that you will probably find out from watching those. I think that'd be pretty useful for some of you. I will check out your channel for sure, Nimrod77. If any of you are interested, you don't have to buy it now, but if you are interested in buying Star Citizen in the future, if you go to twhtly.net/citizen, that will forward you on to my referral code, which you can also see on the screen. Basically, if you do that, then you get some extra kind of credits to spend in the game, and I hopefully eventually work my way up to getting a free ship. So, but you make your purchase decision yourself. But you can register on their website to use their forums and stuff like that, with my link anytime you like. But yeah, I've enjoyed this. I'm really excited about the CitizenCon stuff that they showed with a planetary landing and various things, flora, fauna. Everything looked fantastic. The weather systems, the snow, the tools that they're using even to build the planets just all looked absolutely fantastic. So very exciting. But I'm still a little bit upset that Elite Dangerous isn't going to get there first. So yeah, because Elite was kind of my baby, but yeah, I'm okay with it. Whichever one gets there first, I'm sure I'll play it, and I'll probably play the one that gets there last too. I'm okay with that as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and have a very good Monday. Thanks. Bye bye.